Get ready with me, get ready with me, get ready with me. I think I need a new headband. Here's back, ready to go, ready to go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of the StyleShaker, your guide to cleaner, greener beauty. I try things out for you and give you honest reviews so you know what to buy, and more importantly, what not to buy. Today I'm back with a Get Ready With Me Monday. The cat is trying to get into the closet. Seems like a normal Monday, but it's not normal. So today I'm going to be trying out some new products that I recently purchased. These are the products that I actually bought 2 weeks ago. Since then I have started investing in a bunch of different brands, some undiscovered brands. Those are coming soon. In the meantime, I just wanted to walk you through Get Ready With Me. Kind of an everyday look, but we'll see where it goes. I don't know, I'm feeling a little creative, feeling like I want to have a little bit more fun with the look today. I'm gonna put all of this stuff on my face. You get to watch me do it if you want to, so grab a cup of coffee, settle in, because it's gonna be a great Monday, y'all. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a little bit of prep. Saw something on Queer Eye. I don't know if you guys have watched the latest season, but if you haven't, you need to, because it's such an upper. It's such an upper, and the world could use that right now. I saw Jonathan use a little bit of moisturizer and combine it with concealer. I'm gonna try that out today and then do a powder foundation on top of it, but it's gonna be a lighter coverage look. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm using the Hint Sun Prep here. I have done brows. I did try a new brow product. It's from Eco Brow. It is their pencil. I've had it for a little bit. I gave it a shot this morning on the brows, and then I used the Air Perez brow gel to keep them in place. They're just like, no, I don't wanna go that way. I wanna go that way. So, brow gel. Okay, I already messed up because you were supposed to put this in your hand, Brittany, and then add it to the concealer. It's Monday, you know? I know, Blue. You haven't had a cameo in a while, bud. There she is. She's fixated with getting into these closets. All right, so now that I've fully prepped the face, I am gonna put a little bit more in the palm of my hand, and I'm taking the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer. This is not the new packaging, but I'm almost through this. This is one of my favorite concealers, the doe foot. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of that next to the prep and combine, and combine, and combine. Now I shall apply to face. See how this goes. Oh, that's pretty great. Can you see that? I'll zoom in a little bit here. I feel like, look at it. I think a brush would probably be the way to do this, but I'm feeling like I don't want to reach for a brush right now, although I probably will in about a second. I think using a silkier concealer for this is obviously the way to go. Maybe it's not obvious, but it seems to be the way to go. And it's giving me some pretty good coverage. So as you know, I am really diving into a fewer better approach. I'm still gonna test things and different products so you guys can know what to buy, what not to buy, so you don't have to buy it all. I have a lot of leftover waste. As a result of narrowing down my personal collection a bit to the best of the best of the best, I don't want to waste anything that I have, so I'm learning different ways to repurpose. Really, this is for me one of the most fun parts of makeup, playing around and trying to use these products in different ways. I'm using a kabuki brush here. Just sort of buff it out a little bit. We buff it out. We buff it out. Actually really nice. Pretty good. So all of you who think you need to buy a separate liquid foundation, maybe you don't. If you have a doe foot applicator, creamier concealer isn't one of the more heavy duty kind of the bunch, although I'm sure you could work with those too, but this is certainly easier. And then I will add it under eye for concealing. I just like doing the corners. I just like doing the corners like this. We carefully, so careful. Do you see how careful I am? Not a makeup artist. Not a beauty guru. Just here, trying stuff out and sharing it with you. I have grown to really love this brush from Fit Glow. It is their concealer brush, I think. It gets into all the little corners pretty well. Also cuts the time. Sometimes you guys, I usually use my fingers here, but some days you just you just don't want to use your fingers to blend in your concealer. You know, have those days? Comment if you have those days when you're like, you know what, I can't even take an extra minute to blend this in with my finger because that is daunting. I get it. So do not mind the cat scratches on my hand. Yeah, that's you, Blue. Do you hear that? It's like she knows what I'm talking about. I have noticed that, again, one of my favorite concealers, it is a little bit closer to its expiration date. I started putting stickers and writing on these bottles, so I know that a little bit better. It's oxidized a little, and what that means for me is, but look, brightening, hello. It's a little bit more on the honey side, the yellow side. Not always the biggest fan of that. So even more reason to use this up as fast as I can. And then potentially get a new one, but I don't know. We're still gonna try some undiscovered to me brands, and that is that. So I want to set, I like to set. I'm gonna use the 14E setting powder. I really like this powder. I find very little difference between setting powders. I know some people can say, oh, that one's so much better than that one. I have trouble with setting powders saying that. And I test quite a few of them. They all sort of feel the same. Either one is finer or not, the price is better, or the flashback is something to watch, but that's what I've heard. I don't really look at flashbacks. And I haven't seen it with this. Mind you, I haven't been out with groups of people taking pictures with flash photography, so there's that. We are set. Oh, I wouldn't actually apply this normally because I feel like the prep moisturizer and the concealer did a nice job for natural coverage, which PS, if I look up close, even better. Skin looks like skin is what I'm trying to say. I'm just very impressed. I got a little sidetracked. So I'm gonna take the Sigma brush. This is their large powder brush in F30. This was given to me a very long time ago, and I like it, and I still use it. So this is the Cloven Hallow Concealer, and it's because this is a refillable container. I don't have the color, but I will list a color that I purchased in the description below. Yay, Cloven Hallow refillable containers. Very, very much appreciated. So I'm just going to apply this to face and see what it does. This is a first impression, by the way. Okay, thoughts. I swiped one swipe. Sometimes, okay, the differentiating factors in a powder foundation are also very hard to distinguish for me. Oftentimes, and I have a bunch of them, I'm gonna do a roundup on the best foundation powders coming soon to a theater near you. In the meantime, as I'm testing them, I'm like, that one's kind of good, but that one's good too. That one's pretty good too. Hard to tell why one's different from another till you get into the wear test, the ingredients, and also the level of coverage, which are kind of the main factors, but you gotta kind of really look at it. And one of the things I noticed is I need multiple applications to get some good coverage. This I needed one swipe, maybe two, but it gave a very nice evening out on the skin, and it does not look powdery or feathery on top. A lot of them show up that way by the end of the day for me, very slightly, so I'm gonna watch this. But at first glance, first impression, it's just sort of, you can tell too, it evened it out and it muted the shine a little bit, which is nice because it'll come back. I know the shine will come back throughout the day, but that was the Cloven Hallow. And again, those refills, guys, already looking dirty. I don't care. I wish this was maybe I don't know if you can do a glass compact. A steel compact? What's the right compact? I gotta find that out. I gotta do some more digging. I'm happy with the refill portion of it. Still diving into the ingredients here. I'll let you know, keep you posted on the site with a scorecard post. Okay, let's do eyes. This is not new. This is the Jillian Dempsey Lid Tint in bronze. This is something I've just been really doing a lot of. Let's kind of come in closer. Come here. I have been almost setting the eye, or prepping the eye rather, with this. And I like it for the color, but I also like it because going on to a primed lid with this grabs the shadow. This is my theory. It grabs the shadow when I put it on top, and it doesn't cause extra oily creasing because it was prepped before it. So there's layers. Then I'm gonna go in with the Sydney Grace palette that I have here. It's the winter bundle. I haven't gotten another palette. I haven't really needed it. Just saying. Tried their new palette. Have you guys tried their new palette? Do you not know what Sydney Grace is? Have a full review on this. So I'm going to use All Over Lid. Really like these two colors, by the way. It's this, looks unsuspecting, but it's called Winter Wonder. It looks like a bone lavender color, and it did actually pick up exactly how it is, but it applies a little bit darker than that. You can see. It looks more mauvey, movie. Not looking as bone colored as you would think. And it is very matte. And if you build it, it turns into a light lavender, which I love. Love, love, love. Do this on the other eye. It's this cool neutral. Oftentimes there's warmer neutrals, like your beiges and your browns. I guess neutral is really a relative term. For me, I think of it as a a cooler neutral. Just using a fluffy brush here. This is from Luxie Tapered Blending. I don't know, I think it was a gift. Whoa, uneven. I love this stuff. It's good. Now, does it hold up incredibly well? I'm gonna take you back here. No. It is not the #1 lasting shadow for me. I still love it. Still does a good job. And the priming really, really helps. But with the really strong colors here that are really fun, I think I have to probably perfect my application method a little bit for it to last longer. I'm gonna go into the crease with the color Miracle. It's a miracle. Crease, tapered angled brush here. Sigma, it's rubbed off. Tapered Sigma. Ooh, just got dark out. Okay, corner. Again, it looks like an unsuspecting shade, and yet, what? I love featuring this brand again on my channel because it is a smaller brand and they deserve love too because they're good. They also have really good customer service. Also kind of bummed that when I got their package, this is not their fault, it's my fault. I was so excited and taken with these colors. Wow, it got dark, weird. That I had also ordered a lip gloss. Totally forgot it was in there. Tossed the box too fast. Tossed the lip gloss. I got ahead of myself. And now I'm using mittens, depending on where you're from in the country, how you were raised. Mittens or mittens. This is a more saturated matte. Again, there are mattes and shimmers. This is way more dramatic than I thought I was gonna do. But like, hey, it's Monday. Have at it, girl. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Coffee. Do you ever do this when you're doing eyeshadow and you're thinking, I'm just gonna do something easy and subtle. And then you give yourself 2 more minutes and you give yourself 5 more minutes and you end up looking like Ursula from The Little Mermaid, but like in a good way. I don't know, Ursula got a bad rap, although she was a villain, so she should have gotten a bad rap. I digress. I've gone Disney. Okay, so blended that out, and I think I'm gonna use the last shade that I just put on, which I already forgot that, oh, Mittens. Ginkgo biloba, necessary. And I'm gonna make it into a liner. I never do this, so using a short shader, probably the wrong brush. Probably the wrong brush. I'm gonna do it. Can we just appreciate the fact that I'm doing this with one hand right now? I am almost millennial. I think I'm on the cusp of millennial. So I deserve an award for participating, is what I'm saying. Because that's how we do. And winged it. Like literally winged it and then I winged it. Dad jokes. So good. Masterfully blending it out with my finger. Because I'm a master. Do you see? Do you see? Should I just keep saying, do you see? I'm gonna do the other eye, but I'm gonna use lots of hands. And it's gonna look weird, so I'm gonna cut this part out. Done and done. I wanna do one more thing. Brow bone. Can I get a brow bone? This is a Benefit brush from Lord only knows when, but it's sort of like this half moon shape. My favorite brow bone brush. Say that 10 times fast, ready? Go. Brow bone. Actually really hard, it's a tongue twister. That's all, that's all. Subtle. Subtle. Not subtle. I might need to blend that out. It is strong for day. I'm gonna film another video with this look, so I'll leave it. Okay, great. Now, a little mascara. I'm gonna do a little curling. People have asked me if curling really helps. In my very humble opinion, yes, it does. If you have lashes that can handle it. You know, like, it definitely holds a curl, it forms them a little bit more. I saw somebody use a curler on their lower lip. I don't know, that was weird. That was a TikTok thing. I don't do that. It does help with the lashes, and I'm gonna try something new for me, which is the Cure Weiss Mascara. So, let's apply. This is a first impression. Very natural, not depositing a lot. It's not a wet formula, and it's not a clumpy formula yet. That's one coat. Subtle, natural. I'm just gonna yell out words as I go. I don't like forming full sentences, you guys. Oh, Monday. Monday has a very different vibe, am I right? For some of us not so much. Okay, so that's one coat, and it feels very flexible, like it's not a little bit of clumping. It's not the kind that it deposits a ton of product and then you can't do anything except to try and get it more evenly dispersed. It's a nice natural look. Wow. Little clumping on the second layer. Ooh, a little bit more. Ooh. Okay, so this is more natural in terms of payoff and lash boosting. So there are those out there that like a nice natural lash look too done up. I saw a mascara ad recently. I've been looking at these smaller sites, but I was looking at one and they had a mascara and I don't remember which one. I'm going in for a third coat, by the way, because I need more. I need more. And they showed a before and after. And I'm laughing because the after looked not great in my opinion. I mean, it was a very young model. She had to have been in her early 20s or just had great genetics, either or. The after showed a lot of lengthening and pigment, but it was like it was very close to Tammy Faye. It was very clumpy. It was clumpy. It looked clumpy. And I thought, that's really, I don't feel like that's a good before and after, guys. I think we need to clean that up a little bit. I felt kind of bad, but I didn't say anything. So I said it here privately, and I didn't call out the brand. That's my life. Next, we're gonna do bronze and lips, and that's it, just to tie it all together. So I have the Ilia Novelty Nightlife Bronzing Powder. Poudre, not in a refill. This again, bought before I was going on my plastic-free rampage. And I also bought a new brush because my Sigma, my favorite Sigma, I need super glue. But that was fun. I was doing this in the middle of a video and it was like, whoop. Remember dandelions and you just pop the heads up? That's exactly what happened with that brush. That was a weird game as a kid. Did you ever do that? Anyway, weird. Quite a bit on the brush. Let's give this a whirl. Ooh, oh. Wow, that's a stronger payoff than I expected. Whoa. So with bronze, wow, you can see that really showed up nicely on camera here. Linky right here. I'm not contouring, I'm just warming up the face. If that's the same thing, then fine, I am contouring. But really in my mind, I'm not. You know, contour to me feels like it should be cut and do. Why is everyone calling me right now? I need to film. I feel like it should be like all those cutting, you know, and then baking, and then you cut and you bake and you powder and you contour and you highlight. I'm exhausted thinking about it. I don't feel like this is that. This just brings me back to life without having sun damage. Plus the Hint Sun Prep has 30 SPF in it, which is nice. Nice as a base. I only needed to do one little round with that bronzer. Wish it wasn't in plastic because I happen to really like it. That's a first impression and it's a positive one. Then I'm gonna go in with the Han Skincare Cosmetics Pressed Blush, and this is in the color Bloom. One of my favorites. A nice subtle blush. I know people like pop blush. It's a technical term. But to amplify the warmth specifically for summer, or if I overdo it on the eye, I tend to do this. I compensate. I don't know why. Certainly not professional color theory. But if you want that stronger pigmented blush look, that's not your blush. It's not your blush. Walk away from that blush. Although I use that as eyeshadow all the time. You can mix it in with a clear lip gloss and make a nice little rosy lip and do so many things. Speaking of lip, I'm gonna go in with the Airpress Sweet Sesame Liner. Well, Sesame Liner and Sweet. I'm just gonna do underneath. I don't overline my lips. Just checking the foundation here, guys. That means I like it. So far. I don't overline. I think I just, maybe a little bit under here. It creates a shadow and the lower lip looks a little bit fuller, but I don't overline for a number of reasons, mainly because you can tell you've overlined. Like, does anybody, is that just me? I don't get that. I really don't. It's like, I can see that you've gone up here and it's not fooling me. And yeah, your lips look bigger, but in a weird way to me. It's just a personal thing. So Cloven Hallow, this is gonna be a fun one. This is their Lip Velvet in Napa. These I have found to be a little bit drying, personally, but hello. Color payoff, hiya. Really nice wash. See what I mean? Why is that finger shaking? Weird. You could even put some of this on the cheek after you rubbed it off, the lip. And I used a very clear basic balm. Anything will do. Technically with a doe foot, you kind of don't need an extra liner or a lip liner. Wow, I'm making a mess. I keep fine tuning the line with the finger that was blending it out, so it's just making, looks like I ate a lot of raspberries. Great. It's the messy pout. Okay, so something that I do if it just doesn't feel like, sometimes I just don't want matte, you know? So I'm gonna go in with the Saint lip gloss. Rising on the list, by the way. This is in the color Pink Velvet. Really like this color. It's a cooler shade. Almost like a muted violet. It just kind of tones it down a little bit. I need to clean this one part up. It's driving me nuts. Okay. I think that's it. It ended up being a very grapey kind of look. This is the completed look. I've got a lot of purples. I have a tendency to gravitate toward that. If you haven't looked at the branding for StyleShaker, lots of lavender. I am digging it. So newness, favorites from the past, first impression, having some fun. That's the gist. That's the gist of this Monday Get Ready With Me. I hope you enjoyed this video, had fun getting ready with me. If you did a look while you were watching, or you were just watching, that's totally fine too. I get that. I do that all the time with workout videos primarily. And I'm like, look at them work out. And then I don't do it. If you were if you were getting ready with me, then let me know and share a picture, post a little selfie on Instagram maybe. Follow me on Instagram, then you can do it there. Hashtag GRWM StyleShaker. And I will share you guys on my feed. If you have any questions with what you put on today, then let me know too. I want to make it kind of interactive, you know? I'm trying to make it a little bit more engaging. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching today. If you did enjoy this Get Ready With Me, then make sure you give it a thumbs up to support the channel. As always, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications every time a new video comes out. I'll see you guys right back here real soon. Until then, bye.